So first thing you guys want to do is wash your vegetables. Make sure those are nice and clean and peeled. If you want to leave the skins on the potatoes, you can. I personally like to leave them on because they have more nutrients in them, but I know some people like the skins off, so whatever your preference is. And for the vegetables, you just want to roughly chop them into big pieces. And for the garlic, I like to just mince it up into little small pieces. I just love vegetables and how colorful they are and vibrant their colors are. It makes it, in my opinion, so much more tantalizing. Like, it just makes me want to eat vegetables just by looking at it. Like, how good does that look? Also, I know a lot of people don't like to add the ends or the leaves of the celery. A lot of people just like to throw it away. I don't know why, but they have a ton of flavor. And if you're making a vegetable stock, adding those leaves is just going to make it even more flavorful. So a little tip is just to throw it in there. You can dice it up and chop it finely, but your preference. Also, with the potatoes, you can use russet potatoes, gold potatoes, whichever ones you like. I like to use red potatoes because when you put it in the soup, it's not going to turn, it's not going to be as mushy as a russet potato would be. So normally you can put kale in here, but I actually like mustard greens because it gives the soup more of a spicier flavor. You don't have to put that if you don't want to. You can do kale, curly kale, dinosaur kale, or you can just put cabbage like as I'm doing right now. I love putting cabbage in here because it not only adds more nutrients into the soup, but it's full of water, so it's also going to be really good for your detoxification. I made a huge pot of this soup, guys. It lasted a week for me and my husband. You don't have to make as much, but I just prefer to make an abundance of soup because it's one of my favorite things, especially during the winter. So you want to start off by sauteing your root vegetables first since they take the longest. And then you can go ahead and add your can of, I used a can of El Pato sauce, but you can make yours from scratch. You could just look up a recipe online, or I can show you how to do that, but I did it the lazy way. So then you can add whatever spices you want, of course, just depending on the flavors. These are what I used. And I also added, I know I didn't show it, but I added 10 cups of water, and I used that vegetable bouillon. You can use a vegetable broth, but I just prefer to make it myself. That way I can control the sodium intake. So then I'm just going to add a bag of frozen corn. You can use canned or fresh, it's up to you, but I just went ahead and used this. Seriously guys, doesn't that look just like, I can't even describe it, put it into words, but it just looks so good. My stomach was growling when I was making this, and it's still growling right now. I think I'm gonna have a bowl. Alright, I hope you guys give this recipe a try. If you do, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at BeautyAndaVegan so I can see all of your lovely photos. See you in my next video.